Heart disease is the #1 killer in the United States. Last year alone, 1.5 million Americans suffered heart attacks. 550,000 people died from them. Among the major culprits, too much cholesterol in our blood and too much fat in our diets. Now, John Bohr was one of those statistics, and had it not been for his wife Pat and her amazing invention called the Fat Finder, he may not be with us today. John, you suffered a heart attack back in 1980. And it was a real scary kind. Tell us about that.
Yes, I was in Washington, D.C. doing some negotiating, and I had a silent heart attack. That's a heart attack with no pain, and so I didn't know I had one.
You felt nothing?
I didn't feel a thing. I came back home in a few days, and about a week later had a regular appointment with my doctor. And after he finished and did his EKG, he told me I'd had a coronary. I almost had a heart attack then, because it was something I wasn't at all expecting.
Yeah, you didn't feel that at all. Then what happened?
He had me go through a couple of other sets of tests and confirmed that it had been a heart attack. And about 2 months later, I had a quadruple bypass operation.
Wow.
The surgery went very well and was successful, but I really wasn't recovering in the way that either I or my doctors thought I should.
Now, this is where Pat comes in, because Pat, you felt that there may be something wrong with the recuperative process due to his diet. So you had John keep like a record of what he was eating?
Yes, we monitored his diet quite carefully and found out that, in fact, the fat in his diet was much too much. He averaged probably 42 to 45% of his fat calories, and this was far, far too high. This is about standard for the American diet. It should be between 20 and 30%, certainly no higher than 30%. So in this regard, once we decided what the problem really was, we had to conquer it. And I invented the Fat Finder, which is a little calculating wheel, which tells you the percentage of fat calories in food. This allows you to go to the grocery store with the nutrition label on information. You can calculate very easily what you're supposed to have in the way of fat calories, and this is what John did. We have a large one here.
All right, we're going to run you through this, and I want you to watch this, because with this Fat Finder, it just doesn't get any easier. And as an example, let's take an item.
We find here that on this cream cheese package, we have 100 calories and 10 grams of fat.
All right, right there. See, fat's 10 grams, and then right above that, calories a little bit.
Right, so if you find 100 on the outside of the wheel, which is your calories.
This is the calorie area here.
And then you find 10 on the inside.
There's my 100, so I'm looking on the inside, and this is the amount of fat. Where is 10? Right there?
Right there.
I'm going to just line the two up.
Line the two up.
There we go, 10 and the 100.
Now we find that that is 90% fat, much too much fat.
That's what I'm looking right up here. And you'll notice this is in red, and for a very good reason.
That is in the warning zone, and as you come down, we get lower. We get all the way down to 30%. We start to get in what might be acceptable. When we get down to 20%, then we really are out of what we call the danger zone.
John, were you surprised at how much fat you had in your diet?
Yes, I was. I thought I had, over the years, been eating a very healthy diet. I made a diet the same as most of my friends, and I thought it was very good. I didn't think fat was a problem.
Plus, and we don't want to get in this right now, but there was a heart history in your family of some heart problems.
Yes, there was substantial history.
So you paid attention to what you ate?
Yes, I did. I was very conscious of what I ate.
Now, what happened? Did your habits change right away? Did you get into new habits?
Well, they started to change. I found that over the years I would use milk, whole milk, which I thought was good for me. I liked granola.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. I would nibble or snack on crackers. I liked cheese, some of those things, and I found as I started to do some research that really wasn't good for me. It had fat, and I didn't need fat.
Isn't that amazing? Once again, at these high levels.
Yeah.
Exactly. How much weight did you lose? Did you?
I lost 25 pounds.
Can you imagine? 5 of these. This is 5 pounds of fat, and he lost 5 of these. That was much too much for his body to be carrying around.
Gee, Benny Christmas, isn't that something? Oof. Thanks for bringing that on this morning.
It's a good reminder, isn't it?
Now, all right, I'm sure you kept up with your doctor, and did he tell you anything about diet? Did he put you on a restricted diet?
Really didn't. I kept hearing from my doctor that I should watch sodium. Sodium was the thing that over the years doctors had talked to me about because of high blood pressure.
Keep the salt out of your system and you'll be okay.
There really wasn't any talk about fat or watching the fat in what I ate. That I didn't hear from doctors at all, and even after my surgery.
All right, now we use the label on the back of the cream cheese. Labels are on most food products, but Pat, I mean, who pays attention to labels? We don't look at them that much.
Well, we should all learn, and it's something that I believe more people are going to become conscious of. And certainly now that we can figure the percentage of fat calories from the grams given, and this is a known equation. It's 9 times the grams of fat divided by the calories. But this is too complicated. But with the fat finder now we can all do this. And I believe that people will start. They certainly should. They should also be aware of reading the ingredient labels and watching for saturated fat, which is also bad for us. The tropical fats are something we should try and stay away from.
What do you mean tropical fats?
This would be the coconut, the palm, or palm kernel oils.
And where do they use coconut and palm oils in foods?
Unfortunately, they're used in many of our processed foods today, and this is particularly not good for us because our bodies can take and manufacture cholesterol from the saturated fat.
And there's somebody said that they were sneaking that in because it's less expensive, right?
That's true, unfortunately.
John, without Pat and her invention, how would you be today?
I think without the love and kind care and attention of Pat, I don't think I'd be here today. I don't think I'd be sitting here with you this evening.
Pat and John, thank you very much for being here. I am so glad you are here with us. This was great, Pat. Thank you so much. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.